I don't think they're necessarily as worried as they may have been a week or so ago. And I would say they might be slightly overplaying their hand in this sense, is that Sue Gray is, as far as we know, a consummate professional. She has reached the sort of pinnacle of the top of the civil service through doing her job properly, and she's an ethics advisor for a reason. So I would say any ally of the Prime Minister who's questioning her ethics should make sure they're on very firm ground before they do so. On the other hand, if Tory MPs did want to play politics over this themselves, certainly we know a leading lawyer advising Sue Gray is an opponent and a long-standing supporter of the Labour Party, so you could sort of suggest that there's sort of political bias to it, but I don't think that's the case. I think, as far as we know from the fact that 126 odd fines have been released, that there were certainly behaviour going on in Downing Street that shouldn't have been going on, and ultimately the Prime Minister and Simon Case are the people who are in charge of Downing Street, and ultimately they will bear some responsibility. And if Tory MPs don't want to hear that said, then I suggest that they should probably consider what actually, an investigation into ethics actually means.
OK, so do you think heads might roll? And if so, how much trouble is the Prime Minister in? Or do you think Simon Case might be the one to cop it?
I think it will probably be Simon Case, if anybody's going to be coming in. Certainly we've had talk in various newspapers today that there might be a push to sort of blame the overall
Is that fair,
culture.
do you think?
I think so. I think
he didn't get a fine himself.
Well, he wasn't fined himself, but ultimately, if you're talking in the sort of strict sense that we're dealing with the behaviour of people who are largely civil servants, he is the head of the civil servants in Downing Street, right? He's the head of the overall civil service, so he's the person who should be sort of held ultimately responsible. On the other hand, you can say it is the Prime Minister's house, and he is the leader of the country.